I'm Kendra, and here at HookedByHappenstance, it is time for Makes Monday, episode number 37 on Tenterhooks, which I'll explain momentarily. I will try not to jostle in my chair because this chair is squeaky, but I didn't have very much to show, and my cats are really comfortable in the chair I usually film in, and if I move them, they will just annoy me. So I thought this was a better setup because this is going to be a short episode. I don't have much to show you. But I did spend most of my week in this exact spot, so it's probably a good thing that I'm filming from here. It's probably more accurate to look at my week from this perspective rather than sitting on the opposite side of the table. So on Tenterhooks, what does that mean? Well, that is why we are going to discuss it. So I was looking for my word of the week, and I am leaving tomorrow to get on a train to go out to California to spend 2 weeks with my dad. So people keep asking me, are you excited for your trip? And so I was going to do like something about excited. So I was looking up synonyms for excited to find a more exciting word. And on Tenterhooks was one of these synonyms. I'm like, what the heck is that? So I click on it to look at the definition. So according to dictionary.com, a tenterhook is a noun meaning one of the hooks or bent nails that hold cloth stretched on a tenter. Or the idiom on tenterhooks means in a state of uneasy suspense or painful anxiety. So a tenter, I then had to look up, a tenter is what they use when making cloth. You stretch your fabric on a tenter so that it dries evenly and then we'll have even tension in the finished cloth. I did not know those things. Perhaps you did, but I did not. And I'm not feeling uneasy suspense or pain. Well, I have been in some pain the last few days, but it's not because of my trip. I'm just having a weird pain moment. I don't know. So I did spend a lot of my week working on bags for my Etsy shop update. There's a link in the description if you'd like to see what I have released this week and what I've released in the past. But that meant that I didn't spend a whole lot of time crocheting, but I do have a few things to show for it. It is kind of weird. I set the bar really like randomly high for myself because a lot of weeks I get a lot done. So when I get the amount done that I have done this week, it actually feels kind of weird and like kind of bad, but I think it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to keep repeating it's fine till I believe it. So the one and only thing off my hook this week is this. It is another Celestia crinkle cowl. This is made in loops and threads from Michaels in the soft and shiny, I believe is the color's called. And I want to say it's like Party or Fiesta or something like that is the name. And from what I can tell, this color is discontinued, which is only a shame because this did not turn out as large as I was hoping. Now, it works, but the length of the cowl that I was going for in my pattern is longer and a little bit bigger because of that. But this is actually going to go to my daughter who has been asking about it while I was working on it. I shall leave it as an Easter surprise while I'm gone. Now, I also did not do the crinkle edging on it because I ran out of yarn. But it helped me to work through the pattern, which I typed up and tested using this as my main test for the body. And then I actually was able to test the edging, but I will make another sample one more time just to make sure now that I've made any corrections. But that is the Celestia crinkle cowl, number 2. So, other thing that I worked on, I worked a little bit on my Tides of Change afghan. Mostly, I think this was in the car the other day. And I was smart, and last time I recorded, I threw a progress keeper in here, if I can find it. This is the Tides of Change afghan by Frank O'Randall. It is available for free on Ravelry, and I am making it in 5 different colors of Red Heart Soft. It will be a graduation present for one of my nephews. And here is the progress keeper. So I was in the light gray. I finished that off, and so I only did 2, and I'm on the 3rd color since then. So not a huge amount of progress. Like I said, I didn't spend a lot of time crocheting this week. I did spend one whole day working on that Celestia cowl. And then a little bit of time on this in a car the other day. And then last night I started this, which will be upcoming in a Let Peach Let Pick video, which is going to be coming out this week. And, it's caught. This is going to be a baby sweater. Why? Because baby two-piece set is something you can enter in our county fair. So, annually, I make a baby sweater and like hat or something. So, this is going to be a 3-month size, it claims. I think it might be a little smaller than that. This is the blank slate cardigan, I want to say, on Ravelry. I talk about it more specifically, again, in that Let Peach Let Pick video that's coming out. This is some Bernat Baby Sport in the colorway Pajama Party. I purchased an entire case of this when I did not yet know that I do not really like doing baby things. At the time I thought that maybe I could sell them, and yes, I know, baby things don't sell. I don't really like making them either, but annually I do. I pulled it out in the car today. We were driving to Manhattan, and I get in the car and I said, look, it's time to make a baby sweater. And Steve's like, oh, is that for the fair? So it's a thing that I do now, and it's fine. It's not super difficult one, but they're not really looking for super intricate things at our fair. They're actually looking for them to just be done properly. So even if you do a simple thing really, really well, that's better than a super complicated thing with any errors. So we will see how this all turns out. Again, I feel like it's a little small, but maybe I'll just make like a preemie size hat, and then they will be appropriately sized to one another. And that is everything I have made this week on the crochet front, I think. That really is it. I also did a Yarn Tales video this week. I added a piece to the shawl. That's up on the channel. And yeah, I organized myself for my trip. So there was a lot of like figuring out what projects I was going to take and what projects I'm working on, and then getting yarns together. And I came up with a really good idea today about like an upcoming thing that I'll be sharing with you in the coming month. I'm planning out things for Veda. So video every day in April should be a go. I think everything's set up for it. So I think that's everything. Again, that link is in the description if you want to see the rest of the way I spent my creative energy this week sewing bags. I will see you next week from California, so it'll be in a different setup. I'll probably be sitting in the laundry room talking to you, or on the bed in the guest room. Guess I could do it there. So, we'll see. I'll see y'all later. Bye!